Sonic Speed Simulator has tons, and I mean tons of super skins. From our first Super Sonic to one of our latest additions, Chrono Silver. We've seen tons of unique characters with cool models and special abilities. But I've always wondered, what if we had more unique super skins in Sonic Speed Simulator? Well, that's what I'm going to be looking at today, so I hope you guys enjoy, and with that, let's head straight into it. Alright, now to start off, I have a super skin that I'm sure tons of you guys have been wanting to come to the game. And that being movie Super Sonic. They missed the chance to add him in when we got Sonic 3, but hopefully when he comes back in Sonic 4, we'll get to see him get added to the game. Since we already have movie Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, it would just make sense to have super forms. When it comes to his abilities, the first thing I would give him would be this sort of electric dash. You guys can see all the movie skins have this like electric trail behind them. I'd give that to him. And next up, I'd give him the Thunder Rush ability that Super Sonic has. But finally, I'd give him his own brand new exclusive ability, being the Light Speed Dash. For those of you who don't know, the Light Speed Dash is when you have like a trail of rings and you can like click a button and just zap your way through them. Imagine if we got tons of little trails of rings around the sky and we could use movie Super Sonic to just teleport around. It would honestly be pretty sick. I couldn't think of many other ability ideas for him since he is pretty limited in the movies, and that's why he just got a Light Speed Dash. Now moving on, another crazy super skin I'd love to see come to the game is Infinite. He's already been introduced to the game in the form of a boss fight with Super Shadow, so it just makes sense to have him come. I mean, we did see the Neo Metal Sonic boss fight, and shortly after he got added, so it wouldn't be crazy to ask for this guy. For his abilities, I would make him very similar to Warlock Shadow. I'd give him, like the Chaos Spear effect, as well as the Chaos Blast. It just makes sense because Infinite has the power of the Phantom Ruby, except I would rebrand it from the Chaos Blast into the Phantom Ruby Blast. Similar to the Stealth ability, except of course this time it's not really hiding from your enemies, but controlling them. Moving on is a take I don't think many people would be considering, but it's actually Lego Super Sonic. Now guys, yes, I know, this would be pretty rare as we need another Sonic Speed Simulator collab with Lego, but honestly, it might happen. We're still getting tons of new Lego sets coming out, so it would actually be pretty likely to see some Lego events come back. Plus, since Brick Hill has been removed, maybe it could come back as well. Since, whenever Sonic Speed Simulator adds a new world and removes it, they tend to bring it back after some time. Just think about it though, imagine you had like some Lego ability where you could pick up the environment around you, turn it into bricks, and then just start shooting it out back at enemies. We already have the Lego animations as well, so this would just be super cool to see. Plus, we already have Lego Super Sonic minifigures, so it's pretty likely. Just imagine Brick Hill comes back to the game alongside some of the original events with like Lego Sonic, Lego Tails, and then after a little bit of time, we might be able to get some Lego Super skins. Now, for a bit of a bonus mention, which I think is actually probably the most likely skin to come to the game, we have Super Sonic 2. If you don't know, he's basically the exact same as the normal Super Sonic, except he appeared in the Sonic Frontiers final fight and he has like a sort of blue eyes. Since we have Chronos Island, it pretty much makes sense for us to get like another update to it, where we get this brand new Super Sonic, maybe a Giganto fight or something like that. And honestly, it would be a nice way to bring Super Sonic back and let all the new players get him, whilst also keeping the original one more OG. For his ability, I think something we definitely need is a sort of Psyloop feature. The closest things we have right now are the trails, and I guess you can use the Cyber Energy Trail, but just imagine how cool it would be if you could actually Psyloop around your opponents. Let's say I went to kill these guys right here, all I would need to do is circle around them and boom, eliminated. I'm not a coder, but I'm pretty sure that would be pretty simple to get added into the game too. Although, hear me out, another really cool super skin we could get is Super Knuckles. He's another really iconic super character that I don't think Sonic Speed Simulator has even considered yet, but just hear me out. He could start off by having the same glide that all the other Knuckles skin has, but maybe it could be like fiery with his fists getting fire. Plus, maybe he could get the special stomp attack feature that Knuckles has in Sonic Frontiers, where you like ground pound and you like spin onto the ground and drill into it. I think that's one of Knuckles' most underused features, so we could definitely see that come to the game. It's basically just the drop dash rebranded. I think on a general note, Super Knuckles does look pretty dope. Now, for my next idea, we have Mephiles. And again, this is one that I think is a little bit far-fetched, but he's not out of the realm of possibility. Imagine we got a version of Mephiles where you have an ability that lets you phase through objects. Like for example, if I'm running around and I activate this ability, I turn into kind of like a ghost and I can just walk through things like cars. Of course, to balance it out, it would be very temporary and maybe you lose a little bit of speed in that mode, but it would be a great feature. It would make races overpowered because you could just skip through whole segments, and honestly, I would love that. Honestly, Mephiles could even come to the game with his own boss fight, which would be super dope. And finally, for the last super skin that I think Sonic Speed Simulator should add, we have Dark Spine Sonic. Just picture an ability similar to the Phantom Rush from Sonic Frontiers, where the more enemies you attack and the more levels you gain in like 1 second, you charge up like a meter, and eventually when it maxes out, you can just lash out and have so much power. It could be like a combination of all the abilities that other super skins have, the Chaos Blast, the spears, everything. It's hard to describe, but imagine like when you hit an enemy, like a little combo meter will pop up on screen right here, and then the more you get in once, it'll like fill up to a bar, and when it's at its max, you'll just like transform and lash out. Honestly, on the note of a combo meter, they could actually do that for all skins in the game, and then maybe just have it so a few skins like Dark Spine Sonic have this like phantom attack ability at the end. Now guys, let me know down below in the comments what you think of my suggestions for custom super skins. Plus, drop any more ideas you have down below in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It'll really help me out a ton. I'll see you in the next one.